Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, beautiful world, and good afternoon, good night, wherever you are. The time now here in Blacksburg, Virginia is 5 o'clock p.m. So we're recording live, and we have been informing some of our friends, colleagues, and the followers of beneficiaries of hot water therapy, Aqua Revitalize Therapy. My name is Faris Rashid Salem Al Hajri. I am a citizen of Sultanate of Oman, the Middle East Arabian Peninsula. Oman has a border with Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Yemen, and on the other seaside, the Arabian Sea, you have India, Pakistan, and so on. So everything has a reason. When you drive yourself with a passion and you keep moving forward and you believe of what you're doing, you can achieve. There is no impossible dream. And that's what many prominent figures have emphasized this, like Napoleon Hill. He said, whatever the mind shall conceive, the mind shall receive. And a lot of research has been done in terms of the brain, the capability. When you focus to achieve your dream and ambition, you can achieve. There is nothing impossible in this world. Just remember that you are here temporarily in this world. And it's like you can say other meaning or metaphor, a missionary of the world. So missionary by means, what specialty, what is your profession, what is the wisdom you have? And that drives you to climb the endless mountains of life from one success to the next level of the success. So you look at life like a mountain, but there are a series of mountains. And this mountain that you look there, you say, yeah, if I will be reaching there, I'll be the happiest person on earth. And you keep on saying, yeah, I'm going to reach there. I'll be the happiest person. But it's your passion, your devotion, your motivation, your patience, the way you react to incidents. Don't blame anybody. Don't ever proclaim failure. The moment you say, I failed, that means you really failed. Never quit, never give up, because you are unique. You are completely a very unique creature. As I'm speaking with you, I first, including you is watching this, we are all made up of the body one side and the soul on the other side. But everybody knows that the soul comes from wherever, heavens or whatever you say. But the soul never dies. The soul is inhabitant of, the universe or heaven, and the body is the inhabitant of the earth. And they join together the moment you were implanted in the womb of your mother. Implanted by me is that the moment what the cells from what side, from the mother and the father, that join together, of female and male, to make that a new, unique person who is you to come on earth. So the reason is come here to earth, you will be going through childhood process after the fetal development. And from there, you're created, the life, a human being. And you go through process of a child, the learning and so on, and until you reach the adolescent, until you become adults and so on. So you go through process of learning. So I say when you look at the mountain of life, that I coined them the endless mountains of life, climbing the endless mountains of life, CEML. So when you look at the first mountain, say, if I will be reaching there, I'll be the happiest person. But you know what drives you to reach there? It's your passion. It's your determination. That means your soul has already reached there. Just your body remain to go through the process. So you keep on moving, and take a break, and move and take a break. So you keep on climbing until the time you reach the peak. That's you say, yeah, I am the happiest person on earth. I'm so happy, I'm so excited, I'm so. I got my passion, I got what I wanted to do. But you know what happened? The second day, whatever, it could be 1 day, it could be 1 week, then you look, oh yeah, oops, there is another higher mountain. So that means I still need to climb more mountains. So there is no end to success. Look at today, the future of yesterday. At that time, you were looking at the future as an impossible dream to achieve. Take a deep breath, meditate. One time, just remember, have your mug of hot water. Aqua. I will explain to you about aqua. Why we calling it aqua? Why not just only hot water? Yes, it's hot water. Take your glass of hot water to induce this energy because it's higher than your body. The laws of thermodynamics. The exclusive means to shift the energy from the water into your body. Remember the second law of thermodynamics about shifting of energy from hot body to cold body. This is hot. This is higher than your body's temperature. When we recommend for babies, children until adolescent, we say 40 degrees Celsius or 99.7 degree Fahrenheit. And for adults, so the moment you reach maturity age above adults, that means you need to shift from 40 degree Celsius to 50 degree Celsius, which is exactly to 122 degree Fahrenheit, 122. So that is the exclusive. I remember, exclusive means to shift the energy. Everything runs by energy. Your brain, everything, parts of your body, everything. You shift the energy from the hot water exclusively by hydration. So you equate, that means shift energy in addition to water and hydrogen. There's a lot of secret about here. Hydrogen and oxygen. And these are the fuels of your body. I coined them the 4 essential elements of life. The feels, abbreviated, F-E-E-L, apostrophe S. Feels, like feeling. So remember that. And it's water, oxygen, hydrogen, energy. So these 4 essential elements, you need these fuels to run that system. The amazing, a very unique creature who is you who is watching this video. Whether you're watching it live or you're watching it after that. Just remember, so you take a deep breath. One time, second time. Follow with me if you're on live or you're watching this one after what? Again, second time. So you reach your soul. And third time, deeper. Relax. Look at the future. Look at the present time, the future of yesterday. At that time, you were looking at the future as an impossible dream. The fact is, open your eyes and look today. You have achieved. Count the blessings. Count the achievement. Count the boundless achievement that you've achieved. Never focus on the things you did not achieve. Do not blame anybody. Don't blame the government. Don't blame your neighbor. Don't blame your friends. Don't blame XYZ. Don't blame your parents. Don't blame anyone. Just give credit everyone who contributed to your life. Remember, when you take a deep breath, you go back in time. I call it back in time. So back in time, you start to realize whatever comes in your mind, your childhood, all the process, the difficult moment, the good moment, the good people who stand with you, who share with you. You know those people? They reflect the infinite intelligence. So, religious people, it's called God, Allah by Muslims, God by in English, Mwenyezi Mungu in Swahili, Dios in Tagalog, and so on in different language. But God doesn't have a name. He's there. And even the atheists, they say, yeah, infinite intelligence that exists in the universe. That infinite intelligence, the creator that creates in control of everything on earth. So when you look at that, you look at that future, that today, the future of yesterday, you had a lot of obscurities, a lot of uncertainty, but the fact you have achieved. And the reason I'm recording this is going to be a long recording because I will be emphasizing very important achievement and why hot water revitalize. We don't make claim. We do not substantiate hot water therapy efficacy unless we have anecdotal evidence enough from beneficiaries, or we have enough study that we study and we have clinical study. So, but we will surprise you here with 3 theses that have been conducted by one of the universities, the result of these clinical studies in rats. We'll come to that. So it's about you to take a minute to feel the power, to feel how you can survive the COVID. You are fighting with an enemy that you don't see, that brings fear to you. No, you have the innate ability to self-healing, self-protection, self-maintenance, maintain your entire health, the PEMS health. So PEMS, P-E-M-S, that means all the entire holistic health. PEMS denotes physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. So you have that system in your body. You have that mechanism that protects you, the immune system, your white blood cells, your liver, everything that functions to protect you. That's what science teaches us. So you realize that you are so unique. You are a supernatural and infinite intelligence creator that has unlimited power, but not misuse your power. Do not misuse your power. Remember, you are unique, but your uniqueness will rely on how you act, how you react, how you pay tribute to others, how honest are you with dealing with incidents in your specialty, in your professional, in your duty, in your job, and everything you are. Whatever you are, whoever you are unique. Whatever. So this video is addressed to every human being on earth. Every human. I'm not addressing the human robots. No, I'm talking about here every human being on earth. Who are you? Whatever you are so unique. Whatever the religion affiliation, you are unique. Whatever the creed, what is your creed? You are unique. Nobody has right to tell you are wrong. Whatever the tradition, whatever where do you belong? Whatever race, color, religion, creed, affiliation, culture, nationality, sex, age, and everything. Remember, you are unique. My passion is here to share every single achievement. What I'm not teaching you. Remember, there's no one who can teach you. I'm not a teacher. When the moment I relay information, I gain more. That is energy. As I release information, I grab new information. So that is what happens. The cycle of life. We're alive today. We're gonna die. Our parents, our grandparents, our ancestors, they were fighting for life, but where are they? They souls rest in peace. That's what we say. Rest in peace. So it's a cycle of life. What have we achieved? What are we doing today? What are we going to do tomorrow? What am I going to leave my name engraved in the stone of the history that I'll be satisfied? So when I die, I left a name, I left a legacy that my children, generations and generations and generations will remember. Whether you have children or you don't have children, but it's just history will never forget you. Will always contribute what you have engraved in that. So I coin it the stone of a life. That stone give credit to what you have done to the generation that will supersede, that they will remember you. And that's what we say. His soul, may his soul rest in peace. Because the body has separated from the soul, so it goes back where it came. So by this, when you open your eyes after that meditation, you feel the power of you. You feel who you are. You feel what can you contribute. You feel how you can. Do not regret the past. Now I'm addressing you, whatever you age. Tell me, how old are you? Are you 10 years old? 15 years old? 20, 25, 30, 40, 50, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90? Never lose hope. Never lose hope. It's not too late. Start Hakor Vitalize Therapy. Remember, I'm not selling this. People used to say, Ferris, are you gone crazy? What are you doing? You keep on promoting hot water. Can you sell water? What are you doing? Just focus. You will be losing money. You sell your property. You sell one of your big major property just to go to the United States. You are losing money every day. No, I never lose money because I invested something that changed my life. I have a long story from my childhood. When my parents, my mother who suffer every 2-3 years, she has to undergo surgical operation in her stomach. We never grown with our parents because our mother couldn't take care of us. She was sick in Africa. I was born in Africa. I speak Swahili, I speak French, Arabic. I'm a Nomani, Arabian Peninsula, but I grown up in Africa. And when I grow up, I used to look at the stars and say, oh Lord, I believe you somewhere you exist there. Please, I plead, I seek refuge in you. When I grow older as a child, please allow me to discover something simple, natural, that can heal my mother and can heal the world. I never thought that plea, that dream, that wish, that ambition will turn true. That has brought me to the land of opportunity, United States of America. Truly is the land of opportunity. The land that has brought people and welcome with the red carpet. Anyone come to United States, you will achieve your success. Because the policy, the system, the federal law, the moment you land here, you are fully protected by the United States federal law. Irrespective of who you are you a foreigner? Are you a tourist? Are you just a green card? Who you are, there is no discrimination. Do not believe whoever will tell you this. I've been visiting the United States of America since the last 20 years. And I visited maybe 10 times. And I don't know how many times, 5 or 7 times. And I've been here already for the last 5 years. My last landing here as E2 visa, investor's visa, is 2015 mid. And until today, we are building our passion, and it became an Omani discovery, Arab or whatever you call, GCC, which is a Gulf Cooperation Council. And it's a product that from the Middle East, bringing the East close to the West. So it's an American strategy. That's what we're doing. So we have to give credit whoever contributed, whether it's a country or people, whoever. That's why we thank everybody who helped us to where we are, whether by emotional support, by prayer, by whatever it is, by connection, by anecdotal evidence that you provide. You say the truth. What we have collected, 500 anecdotal evidence so far. For 13 years, since the moment I discovered that just a change in the temperature of the water could be, that is the hidden mystery that can change your entire life. This is a long story. So my mother, who underwent 10 surgical operations in her life, 7 in Africa, 7 East Africa, 3 in the United Kingdom, sent by the government, called the D1. But my mother, at the last year, she said, Faris, I don't want to go hospital. Enough is enough. I've been suffering. I can't tolerate to take the medication. It's killing me. Let me die rather than just suffering. This is the fact. And my father, though he was a businessman in Africa, But on another side, he had the passion to do research. He used to say in the room, we call it the black room, because he liked to shut off the lights and he would write and write and write. So he was in another way trying to heal through energy, through naturopathy. He tried by all the best, all the means, but he didn't have the opportunity to go somewhere to have this academic achievement and to prove with the clinical studies and to move forward. I never thought that I'll be moving to holistic. I studied engineering as a quantity surveyor working in the government, Ministry of Housing in Oman for 23 years. But that dream, when I was a child and I say, enough is enough, I need to find something. 35 years my mother has been suffering. You can name it, you can imagine 35 years of suffering. What did the medications do to my mother? What did the drugs do to my mother? Did they cure her? Just suffering and suffering and suffering. I'm not an enemy of pharmaceutical industry. I'm inviting them, please. It's an evolution, a 21st century healthcare system. Remember, even here in Virginia, I've been saying to many Americans, as I said many to in conferences and lectures around the world I presented, I say, I'm not an enemy of anybody. I'm not against pharmaceutical industry. They devoted to safeguard the human's health. But that was a long time. Now we're entering a new evolution. Here in Virginia, I say, look, Virginia used to be one of the richest states in the United States during the coal industry. But that time, those who had the coal industry, the new industry when came, which is the light industry, it started to replace the coal industry. Those who had a vision of the future, they started to invest, pull out the investment from the coal industry and put into the replacement energy, the light energy, the whatever you call. Look at Uber has replaced taxi. Look at Amazon. Major shopping complexes have shut down. Did Amazon pose a threat to many shopping complexes? It is an evolution. It is a change within time, that when change comes, any industry that rely on R&D, research and development, they need to cope with the changes, with the evolution. That industry will survive. But an industry that remain with the tradition and hold and put the grip hard and fight, then there's a storm that comes and they lose everything. This is the fact. But no one can lose from today. No one can lose, because the reason is that we are human beings cope to understand the evolution, that we need to cope with the changes. We need to understand the Gen Z, the Generation Z, who are born from 1990 or something like that, and until today. So these are Gen Z. So these are coming to take over everything. They have a different mind, different approach. We need to understand that they are the evolution, they are the change. We cannot hold our grip. We cannot refuse the change. Changes is irrevocable, whether change in your personal life, or change in your career, or change in your whatever it is. This is a storm that comes to make you change. So change is irrevocable. When we go through change, we do not accept. We blame X, Y, Z. When my wife used to say, Ferris, what do you think we go in the United States? Over my dead body. I'm happy here in my country. How can I go to the United States to live where I am? I'm happy. I have everything. I have a good house. I have a good job. I have everything. I have a good wife. I have good children. I don't need to immigrate, but I'm not an immigrant. I want to build the passion of building East and West. I want to make sure that the free trade agreement between Oman and the United States of America, as I am a running member of Oman American Business Council, which is under the AmCham, Oman American Chamber of Commerce, we will do the best to make sure that we are the bridge between East and West in our passion, in our endeavor, holistic health and wellness, everything related to that. So we want to make sure that Oman, the first Arab country to open diplomatic relations back 1700 and plus. Or the first Arab ship that landed in the United States was in Oman, from Oman. And from there, it became the first Arab country to open relationship. And we always tell our American companions, colleagues, and whoever we meet to say, we still want to make sure that Oman, because it has a very strong geographical location, that we believe is the connection between East and West. And since Oman has a long history about the United States, 1700, and reached to China, reached to Pakistan, and reached to Africa, and so on. So they have a strong history. And Oman is a safe country geographically and politically. So we want to use Oman as a portal to use the Oman-US interests, make the bridge that connects between East and West, and then go forward to any other countries. So as Oman-American joint venture, and to move forward with other countries. So going to our issue here is about the dream, is about the passion, it's about the power. So many now media start to talk about, even WHO say, stay strong, because when you go weak, when you start to fall weak, you start to fear. Remember, I once mentioned in my several times in one of my quotes, I say, 3 factors can destroy a human being: worry, phobia, and fear. So if you leave fear to take over you, you will destroy yourself. So when you start to fear the pandemic that you don't see, an enemy that is fighting you, you may be starting to compromise your immune system to become weak, and it can't fight that unseen enemy. Now, let me share to you what has been achieved recently. Since we landed here, we work in 2 strategies. Strategy number 1 is to conduct clinical research studies on effectiveness of aqua revitalized therapy, hot water therapy. Simple, colorless, odorless, but with the temperature changes, it changes everything. With any additive on it, it changes everything. There's a lot of hidden mysteries in this. Lot of hidden mysteries. The elixir of life. Now today we'll emphasize hot water, not just is the source. Please concentrate with me. The exclusive source of creation and growth of every single individual person on earth. Every fetal development takes place in the womb of a mother. Please, who is watching this? Please say, I don't believe. Let me explain to you. You who is watching this, my brother, my sister, whoever is watching this, let me tell you one of the hidden mysteries. Let me drink first these mysteries. And I'm here to share with you what can change your life. The physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual, your lifestyle, how you can go back to rebuild, revitalize. That's what we call aqua, revitalize. Reshape back to your biologic state of perfectionism. Hot water. Please drink with me if you have with you. Well, as I speak, I don't know, some of you may consider bias. Water has been discovered by many scientists, including Dr. Masaru Emoto, whom together he studied from India Alternative Medicine, India Board of Alternative Medicine. That's where I also did my alternative medicine. I presented my thesis. This man, he came to United States. You can Google that. Dr. Masaru Emoto. He passed away, by the way, a Japanese scientist who discovered water has memory. You may say it's bias. You cannot change me to believe that. I'm going to explain to you. I can even explain to you deeper what is the proof that water has memory. As I speak, this water is turning different. Elixir of life. The hot water is the source exclusive of creation of every human being by means. Let's go deep. Let me explain to you quickly. Have you heard about amniotic fluid? Take a homework. Write if you don't know or if you don't believe. Amniotic fluid. Check in Google. What is amniotic fluid? Science has coined it as amniotic fluid, but the fact is hot water. Let me explain to you quickly. Amniotic fluid is composed. What's the percentage of the water? You don't believe? Please put a comment here after I record, and I will try to make sure I will respond to you. Are you a scientist? Are you a biologist? Are you a physician? Are you a medical doctor? Who are you? Please contribute. Say you believe or you don't believe. And even when you don't believe, convince. Put your comments here, and I will try to come back to here. So let's do something for the world. This is the time of that we need to be all together. Families are locked. People are locked into their own home. On one side, families start to understand the value of a social life. But on the other side, industries are closing. If this continued for longer time, this pandemic, lockdown, how much disaster could happen? How many people may lose job? We may expect even worse things may happen, unprecedented. So let's pray and let's believe that this virus will be eradicated quickly, whatever that means. So 99% of amniotic fluid is water. 99%. Can you imagine, eh? So when you talk about 100% here, 99 will be here. That's just 1%. So you divide by 100, and then you take only one portion of the 99 is water. 1% is the protein, collagen, non-collagen, which is a nutrition for the baby. Nutrition, food. That's why we came up with the Aqua diet. Aqua diet, there's another session we even explain about Aqua diet. That your body needs more hot water and less food, remember. And now with the problem with the coronavirus, remember Gloria, my wife, my beautiful wife, and I'm going to prepare a book. I will do my best. The angel I married who changed my life. The mother of Kais and Sami. I'm so happy, and I want to share this happiness to everybody so that we see family live the happiest life. At this time, many families at home, they start to realize the value of family, the values of our parents, mothers who sacrifice for their children, who we grown up and we don't realize how our mothers sacrifice. Every mother sacrificed for her children. We don't know that. This is a time to repeal. This is a time to ask forgiveness. This is the time to fall in the legs of your mother and say, Mom, forgive me. If your mother is alive, take the advantage and go cry and say, Mom, I came from the womb. I didn't come from the womb of my father. I came from the womb. So you love me. Even my father loves me, but you love me. Forgive me if I've done wrong. Forgive me if I say this because when my mother was dying, she underwent chemotherapy. Gloria was a nurse in Royal Hospital. She took care of my mother. Forgive me. She's a nurse, and she was my girlfriend that time. When she took care of my mother, she came to say, Faris, please don't let your mother to undergo chemotherapy. I say, should I listen to you or should I listen to the consultant, the medical doctors? She has to go under chemotherapy. She will go in UK, which is the best in doing chemotherapy. She will be okay. She said, no, don't let her to go chemotherapy. It's your choice. I said, I understand. It's a family choice. All of us, brothers and sisters, so we have to follow what the medical industry tell us, the physicians, the consultant. So we have to send her, the one sent her, the Oman government, to United Kingdom once. When she came back, it grew again, multiply, metastasize, and then went back again, and the third time, that's the time to say, your mother is dying, let her die. She has only 7 days to survive. And she was dying slowly. And she say, I'm so happy now. I'm so happy because for the first time I see my children all together. 8 of you are here because I've never seen all of you have together. That was a long time when you were babies, because we were separated in 2 groups, taken by care of our 2 uncles from one side and another uncle, 3 here and 5 here. Not raised by our parents. That's I came to realize. When somebody sent me a song of a mother, it's in Arabic, I cried a lot and I couldn't hold my tears, and I wrote a quote about a mother. And I say, everybody, please go bow unto your mothers. Ask forgiveness, because I can't bring my mother back. But her soul see me, and her soul see how her son tried to be the best of the best to serve the world. And to be honest, because my mother, the 2 years that we were together, and when the world used to say, we never seen a woman like this. You have a mother unique, who never hate, who never detest, who never interfere, who never say, oh, I'm tired, who never complain that I'm sick. She just tried to hold the pain. She say, I don't want anybody of you to suffer. I don't want to be taken to hospital. Let me die. Forgive me, you guys, you're watching this video. I'm sorry about that. I'm trying not to be dramatic, but sometimes it's difficult to hold. It's a fact. Whoever knows and whoever can follow the story. So when she died, she did like that to her face. Thank you, Lord. Take me now. I've seen now all my children. All of them hate. I'm satisfied. When she died, I want to take suicide. I say, Lord, I think I need to take suicide to be with my mother, to be buried with her. I'm sorry. I don't want to cry. I never cry. More than 300 videos I posted, but this is the first time I'm crying. Forgive me. This is not a dramatic show. It's up to you to judge. Please, also you wives, try to give them respect, because they are the mothers also. Listen to me. Without women, we'll never be in this world, and without women, we are nothing. We are nothing. That's why I say women are in the form of angels, and children are angels. Okay, forgive me. So my dream could not be achieved. My wish, I don't know what's the reason, but everything happened for a good cause, not a bad cause. So I started to have inferiority complex. I don't want to be with people because I can't talk freely in front of the people. When I say some words, if somebody laugh, I think they laugh at me. That chronic inferiority complex. I started to become workaholic. I start to turn papers my best friend. And my boss is happy. I start to increase the working hours in Ministry of Housing in Oman. Working 10 hours, then 15 hours, every day, almost every day, including weekend, including Ramadan, as a grown up as Muslim, fasting. And everybody, those who know me, they know this. And I reached to work 23 hours, 2 times. I don't know, is that a record or not? No food intake, nothing, because my boss asked me an impossible mission. And they say, Faris, you're going to do this song. 2 times and 2 ministers. That's it, secret of 2, 2, 2, 2. That's another story. Probably I need to write a book about 2, 2, 2, 2. Anyway, I never knew that workaholic, not taking enough, understanding my body message. When I started to have allergic rhinitis, running nose, I go to the hospital and the doctor prescribed me. They want to treat me. They diagnose. They didn't do anything wrong. They found that I have symptom of something wrong. But when it comes to prescribe the drug, I thought that was the medicine. That was the solution. So it started to persist. My cold started to prolong because I could not find the root cause of what was causing me to have that prolonged cold. And when I got the prescription drug, I didn't know that was just to solve the symptom, to cure the symptoms, but not the root cause. So it just persists, and when it comes stronger, so I have to be prescribed stronger dosage. And then I was diagnosed with asthma. Twice I collapsed. First time at home, and case was just a child. And just came from office that day. I could not resist. I could not persist to stay long. So it was about, I walk from morning till evening. When I went home, I felt weak and I felt something strange in my body. My immune system started to tell me, Ferris, something wrong. Answer to me, respond to me. This is not the medication that we solve because you are not solving this root cause. You are solving the symptoms. You are treating the symptoms. You are not treating the root cause. But I did listen to my soul. I did listen to my body. I didn't take a time of deep breath and understand and connect to my soul. But everything happened for a good cause. So I collapsed. And I thought, I'm dying. I start to call Kais, please, I'm dying. I lose control. I stand in. And I just collapse. And Kais scream, Mom. And although his mother always working shift in Royal Oman Police Hospital, at that time, always his night shift and afternoon, rarely to be in the morning. But that time, it was a blessing that she was there. She called his mother and she ran. As a nurse, she knows how to do the paramedic, the emergency assistance. She did rush me to the hospital. The moment she held me here, she checked my heart puzzle. She knew there is no more oxygen reaching the brain. She knew it would take me 10 minutes either to have a stroke or die. And it's going to be more than 10 minutes to reach hospital. So as a nurse, the moment she held like this, she took me slowly, so she didn't panic. I already start to lose conscious. I feel I'm dying. My body's completely like a vegetable. I can't stand. So she pulled me slowly to the bed and she put my head down below the level of the bed. So is this the bed? And she put my head down. I say, please call my brother Fuad because I'm dying. I need my brother to see me. And called our neighbor, Dr. Eileen. Please. And Dr. Eileen was there in less than 5 minutes. And my brother quickly came, Fuad. And what happened? In 10 minutes, I was back to normal. And they say, what did he do? What happened to me? What's going on? She say, yeah, if I rush to the hospital, you will either die or stroke. But I had to do first aid assistance. So she saved my life. And Dr. Eileen said, you're lucky, Faris, because you married a nurse. Otherwise, this could be careful. And my brother Fuad was there. So I was back to normal. But I didn't listen. My wife told me first, stop being a workaholic, you're killing yourself. Take the time to start to understand. Do not take antibiotics, she used to fight. She said, I'm a nurse. Look at the prescription drug, every drug. When you look at the prescription drug, look at it's very tiny written, the side effect. I said, no, don't say like that. The doctor has prescribed me this antibiotic, so I'm gonna be okay. She said, you're killing yourself. I'm a nurse. You don't want to listen to me. I collapsed twice in my office. It was after work. I pulled myself slowly. I remember the first aid my wife did. That time I'm alone. If that happened for the first time, yes, it could be catastrophic to my life. So I went to the sofa of my office. I lifted my legs. Then I knew that I need to allow blood flow easily to reach the brain, the oxygen. So twice, two. That changed the world. Changed my life. It's a phone call, so I'm sorry about that. Okay, so for the second time, when I was diagnosed with asthma, because I collapsed, When I was taken to the hospital for a checkup, I was completely diagnosed with advanced asthma attack, series of attack. And I'm taking promethazine, I'm taking inhaler. I tell Gloria, I feel, what is this? Am I taking drug? I never tried drug, but I feel my head is like a stone. My mood changed. I started to change completely. I become aggressive, everyday complain, too much salt, less sugar, like that. What is kind of food is this I'm eating? Everyday complain. I didn't know that the medicine were killing me slowly, changing everything, my metabolism, my brain metabolism, everything, my body metabolism, everything, my circulatory system. So something strange is happening to my body. The response, the side effects that I was taking the drug, when I taking the inhaler, promethazine, I feel relaxed, I feel I can breathe well. But then the doctor started to say, Ferris, you have to carry with you all the time. But when I carry with me, the prolonged time started to become less and less. It used to be like 4 days, and it became 1 day, it became 4 hours. So every 4 hours I have to take that to my mouth, and then I feel relaxed. But I say, what's going on, sir? 4 hours? Anyway, to make a short story, even though I started complaining to Gloria, but there is no other alternative. My doctor say, this is your friend throughout your life. This is a chronic disease. There is no cure for asthma, and you need to have your medication because you're going to have a heart attack or you may die. Keep with you in your pocket for emergency assistance. Whoa. I told Gloria, no, that's not to me. I think I got a phobia here. I started to remember my mother, how she suffered. I said, no, I will not allow my body to be like this. I'll be like this for 35 years. I'll be like this throughout my life. What's going on? But the fact is, I was diagnosed after that with a series of migraine because I started to have series of headache that stay for 4 days, 1 week. When I go to my consultant again, prescription drugs. It just make it worse and worse and worse. It didn't do anything because I could not find the root cause. What is the root cause of this? What I need to find? How should I respond? My body cry. My body is crying for look. Is trying to tell me something, but I do not listen to my soul. I didn't listen to my body cry. My body is crying because my soul want to say something. I don't listen to my soul. So I was diagnosed with a series of migraine, and I had to take prescription drug. Then I was diagnosed with low backache. I feel like somebody is nailing my back. It will stay for 2 days, 3 days. They told me, Ferris, if it continues like this, the only solution is to have surgery. Wow, surgery? That's a really fear entered to my, so that pain started to put me in, okay. I've been studying naturopathy. I'm trying to study and try to read a lot of articles because I try to find, I have a phobia of taking medication so for many years. I've been using the Japanese water therapy, Dr. Batman-Gillige water therapy. I've been using for many years. I stopped taking cold water because there were many articles, research about the side effect of cold water. It slowed down the metabolism, it slowed down the circulatory system and so on. It could be even the root cause of cancer and plus. So I never take cold water for that time for more than 11 years. But the warm water that I was taking, I thought that was good enough. But it was quite good, but not really enough. Not really enough. So when I started, I said, Gloria, no, I won't allow my life to be like that. So that's how I discovered hot water, everything. So the story, to make it short, finally in the experimentation of changing the temperature by boiling the water, pouring the water on the leftover food with fat deposit, melt down, they say, wow. So they said cold water solidify the fat deposit. Though that when you take cold, they say, yeah, it will become regulated to your body. But after how long? What has the impact? The laws of thermodynamics. When you take cold with the temperature of what? Cold. That is what? 5 degrees Celsius. You can convert that to Fahrenheit, which is what I can say maybe 37 or what? Fahrenheit. And your body temperature is what? 36.5. It's hot. It's warm. It's not warm, it's hot. So when you go through against the law of nature, so you're going against your body, by the time it regulates, so what happened, it goes to homeostasis, but by the time it regulates, It already slowed down your digestive system, slowed down your circulatory system. So you have lipid in your blood that start to become accumulated, that will cause cholesterol. So blah, 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 blah. So many things. I cannot go into that. There are a lot to talk about that. So when I studied hot water, everything changed. Now I'm talking about 13 years consecutive. Myself, my wife Gloria, Kais, Sami, and many followers, many believers. They used to tell me first, how can you spread this news? You go to the media, you go to spread, you go to conferences, you go to lectures, you travel all over the world, you're going to go jail. I said, what? I'll go jail? Whoa. Did I give anybody any chemical induced to the water? They said, no. Did I say, is there anybody can say stop taking coffee, hot water, hot liquids, like hot tea, no. So who can stop me to give anybody hot water? They say, but don't make claim. I say, okay, you're right. I'm not making claim. It's not for claim, but I'm an educator. So I'm trying to the best, providing information that can change your life. What are the hidden mysteries that water carries? So from there, everything changed. I was diagnosed with all these complications. I told my senior consultant, who always say he's an Indian American, senior consultant, Dr. Bhattacharjee. He allowed me even to mention his name. When he gave me a certificate, say, I'm going to carry the Olympic torch for you, Ferris. We have never seen a case like this. So I'm going to raise your issue with the medical committee and we'll come back to you. So the moment he made for me a complete medical checkup, complete, 63, white blood cells, red blood cells, hemoglobin, blood sugar, whatever you call, check everything. And I was found like I'm newly born, completely asymptomatic. And he used to follow up my cases, why I'm not going to the hospital. My wife report why her husband is not going to the hospital. So she report, and from time to time when I see my consultant, the senior consultant of the Royal Oman Police Hospital in Oman, I report why I'm not taking medication. I say, I'm a volunteer. I don't want to take a medication. It's please put in your record. I'm not taking medication. I'm on hot water therapy. Okay, all right, it's up to you. So when I was diagnosed like that, he said, okay. And he came with me, Gloria came, say, Ferris, congratulations. You have a certificate from the medical committee approving your case. For the last 2 years, you have been taking hot water, 8 glasses at hot water without medication. And this is the complete result, medical checkup. That was a turning point. That's a second dream. When I grow older, to discover something that can heal my mother, that dream was not accomplished. But I'm so grateful. Everything happened for a good cause. But I healed my wife, who is a mother of Kais and Sami. That's why I say, all of you, your wives are also mothers. So when you go and kiss the leg of your mother, remember also your wives. Do everything possible. Make them satisfied. Their anger can destroy you. Remember that. There is no happiness behind the success of a man is a woman. Yes, I know in a family life there are controversies. There are some clashes. There are some misunderstanding. But try to bind together. Find out the root cause. Find out how you can solve the differences. And from there, when you bind together, you're going to do great. And you bring the best message to your children. They will be proud of you. For those who are divorced, do not regret. It happened. But what I mean, maintain social life. So when I went into this hot water therapy, my wife was cured from cholesterol, LDL, the bad cholesterol. It went down from 7.24 to 5.22. And so on, her father, who now is in Oklahoma, 92 years old, and he always say, Ferris, he served the United States Army in Vietnam, Second World War veteran. And he is 92 years old. And my mother-in-law is 86 years old, 86 or 82, something like that. And he always say, Ferris, let the media come here. Let whoever want to know that hot water, what did it do to my life? I lost all my friends, they died. I'm still alive with this miracle. It's called a miracle because of the hidden mysteries. So, well, this is a fact, nothing but the fact. So when we talk about amniotic fluid is 99% water, the temperature of amniotic fluid specifically, particularly, exactly 37.5 degrees Celsius. Please write it and tell me, Ferris, you are wrong. I may be wrong sometime, but here, no, I can tell you. Check in Google. What is the temperature of amniotic fluid? Is 37.5 degrees Celsius or 99.7. You can convert that one for a night. So it's hot, not warm, not cold. And that is 1 degree higher than the normal temperature of the mother at normal time. So where is that energy that came to make that body 24/7 throughout 9 months of carrying the baby? That's how many weeks? 52 weeks or whatever it is. I mean, for all that period, 24 hours all the time. The baby is in the hot water. Hot water, we talk about it. Remember about the percentage and the temperature of the water. So if that is the hot water, that is the source of creation and growth of every human being, fetal growth, all toward the child. You know another secret too. This is amazing. We live in a world of miracles, surrounded by miracles. Take a deep breath, close your eyes. Say this one with me. You don't believe in miracles because you don't see it. Science doesn't believe in miracles because they don't see it. Because science is a tiny droplet of like a water in the ocean. That's why every time science with new evolution, new knowledge, that's why universities, academies, they have to improve the teaching. They cannot stay with the tradition. They have to develop the teaching concept. So it's coming updated. Science is updated. That's why every time we discover, we invent, we explore new knowledge, and still our knowledge is nothing compared to the entire knowledge. We haven't even reached the closest planet, which is the moon. Until now, still a question mark. Mars, which is only 500 million kilometers, which is, we cannot, until now, we're still struggling. What about after? Well, look at the universe, look at our solar system, look beyond that. So where are we with science? It's nothing. But again, we explore science, we develop knowledge, we come with the new knowledge. But that's not the end. Our children, they grow up. The Z generation now, they come up with the new knowledge. They come much better. That's why I say, Kais and Sami, you're going to be better than me 100 times. But take from me, give me credit, and improve. And also, whatever you see wrong for me, okay, put it aside. But don't forget what I've done good, take it from me and improve. You're going to be 100 times better than me. This is the fact. We are talking, every parent needs to accept this. You need to believe this, that your children are the next generation. They're going to take over and they will be better than you 100 times. When I say 100 times, it's just metaphor. Okay? And so on. That is evolution. So that's why I say science is a droplet. Please, close your eyes, take a deep breath. Science is a drop in the ocean, drop of water in the ocean. So if this is the ocean, a droplet, so you can imagine how huge the ocean. You can imagine 75% of our entire Earth surface, ocean. So you talk about this. When I talk about droplet in the ocean, that is science. You can imagine how many generations it's going to taking just to reach one part of the ocean, like Atlantic Ocean. So we have other oceans. There's no end to knowledge. So go back to this. Another secret. Let me tell you this. But let me grab my hot water because I'm addicted. As I speak, I need more hot water. There is a secret behind this. I'm going to finish this one. I'm going to take another one. But as I speak, I'll be moving to take my hot water. Please be with me. Okay. So, I'll continue speaking as I'm pouring my hot water. Thank you. So, thank you for your patience. Well, so when the other secret is hot water, which is here. This here my hot water. I'm in Corgro. I'm enjoying this place where our company is located, and we enjoy the hot water because it's all the time. Well, so when I mention this one, yeah, you can see here, it's written hot water. So anybody who can, it's made for tea, coffee. Some people they like coffee. They like tea. So it's a hot water. So you can imagine this is a hot water I'm taking. Whoever may believe, who doesn't believe, you can see here by yourself. This is hot water. So you know hot water. I don't say boiled water. Check the water with a thermometer. For the first time, you can use the kitchen thermometer because when it is a thermometer, I'm sorry that I'm receiving call from this phone, so I have to close immediately. So when you use the kitchen thermometer for the first time, you check the temperature. That's the time you will know the 50 degrees Celsius. So when it's too hot like now, so I can take a sip. By the time quickly drop the temperature, then I can take a gulp. So you drink hot water drinking any liquid can be in various stages. It could be sip. Sip is like you sip. It could be drinking. You drink like that. Okay, room temperature water or any liquid, you can drink like that. And then gulp. So hot water needs to be gulp. Gulp is to fill your mouth. You fill your mouth with one intake, and then you swallow. So when you check with the thermometer for the first time, you check that temperature is about 50 degrees Celsius or 122 Fahrenheit. Then you start to drink. Immediately you already send a message to your biologic clock, biologic brain. So the biologic brain will immediately detect the temperature. So every time, like now, I don't have the thermometer, but immediately I already know. So if I take it like now, it's too hot. So I will have to take a sip. But immediately within few minutes, the temperature will drop. So like now, because this is for tea. It's been using for, everybody knows that when you need tea, you need very hot water. So I take like now. So I can steam that one, and you can see that the steam is really hot. You can see that. You see, I cannot take more than that. I sip because it's too hot. The temperature could be maybe 70 degrees Celsius or 80, which is about maybe 180 or 190 degrees Fahrenheit, almost to boil. Because if it's boiled, you could see even steam rising if it's boiled. So this is not boiled, but it's extremely hot. So it's already on the boiling point. So I take a sip. I cannot take more because the body will not allow. If I try to take too much, it will throw out. So by the time as I'm speaking, the temperature will start to drop. Then when I fill my mouth, I can swallow. So remember, 50 degrees Celsius is the best, 122 degrees Fahrenheit. So let me give you the other secret when I talk about the two. When I say hot water, remember with me, please, you can take a note. The source of creation and growth of every human being on earth. In addition to that, number two, you guess, it is the source of every living organism on earth. Amazing, isn't it? You may not understand that. Okay, let me go quickly. The water cycle, hydrologic cycle. What is a water cycle? Without the ocean, the surface of the oceans, so I talk, for example, ocean, so water, the surface to become hot, you will never have being able to live on this planet. You cannot. Life on earth will be extinguished. Write this. Hot water being the source of every living organism on earth, that means through the hydrologic cycle, there's a secret here about we and the environment. So it's another section, I cannot talk about it. There's a lot of secret about here. The mysteries of life. everything in the environment, energy, everything is the water cycle, the four classical elements, the four essential elements, the theta development, all these things. So everything is interrelated, interconnected. So we are interrelated one another. We're interconnected with one another, with environment, with everything. That's why you see cyclones and everything, hurricane, because of something is wrong. Something is wrong with a human being. So anyway, that's another topic. I don't need to talk about it. So I go to this one. So when the sunshine, the sun, ultraviolet, which emits heat, to heat up the surface of the ocean. The water because composed of hydrogen and oxygen, H2O, 2 molecules hydrogen, 1 molecule oxygen. The moment, what will happen here? It becomes hot. When it becomes hot, it starts to evaporate. So that's what they call it, evaporation. So the water cycle starts from there. So you have evaporation, it goes through all these stages, condensation and so on, and runoff like that. Again, it repeats. So it's a cycle. Everything goes through cycle. All the planets evolving around in our solar system, how they evolve, spherical way or in a circular motion. Too much controversy but it's about cycle. It goes back to the same place. The same thing with the life of human being. We die, a human being comes, a new generation, and so on. So the same thing with the water cycle. So you have, it goes this way. And the water in the ocean, they don't dry. Remain the same for all this period. And that water is it's salty, completely salty. You cannot drink water in the ocean. But what happens is that when that water cycle, the salts are, completely dissipate, and you have a clean, fresh water. But that fresh water, even though from the spring water or rain, will never be the same of the amniotic fluid, because that's a 99%, the best ever. So going to the point is that, as we mentioned, another secret, now about the coronavirus, this enemy. Please, I know you are locked down many places, many countries, many cities, but remember, companies are shutting down, airlines are shutting down. How many people will lose job? Even though the stimulus from the government, like United States, we saw the news today, $2 trillion stimulus is on the way to support. But if this goes longer, even the government cannot support. And many governments around the world, maybe they have difficulty to provide stimulus. A friend of mine today told me the situation is so bad in another country. So look at Italy and so on. So we pray that this will be eradicated. But I know there are many people who are crying at this time. They say, we need help, we need help, we need help. That's the reason I'm recording this one. Please share it with your loved one. Let this video go anyway. If you believe, and if you don't believe, just remember this. If you don't believe, if it doesn't do good, it's not going to do harm. Do it. Take one step, believe. So you say, yeah, if it's not going to do good, it will not harm, so what? And okay, it's water, and I need water. My body needs water. But with the mysteries of the water, do not add anything. Don't put lemon, don't put the tea. Okay, enjoy your lemon flavor. Enjoy your tea. I drink coffee, I enjoy whatever, juices, whatever. I enjoy, but that will not be a substitution of the fresh. Fresh means, when I talk fresh, means drinking, potable. Whether it's a tap water, whatever the water, as much as it's certified by the government, so or local authority, that this is safe for drinking. So there's nothing to worry about that. Once it is safe for drinking, you heat it up and then drink it. You're going to see the miracle, my guys. My friends, my brothers and sisters. When I say brothers and sisters, you know what? I will try not to get out of this, but quickly. We are united through three factors. One, the faith, devotion. All we have same faith, irrespective of wherever affiliation you are. Even atheists, they believe. The faith is that means believing on the great being that exists, that control us. Because when I look at the fingers and say, okay, who controlled this? How these fingers were done perfectly. And so other religious people, they say, like Muslims, they say Allah. The Christians, they say God. And Swahili we say Mwenyezi Mungu. In Philippines we say Dios, something like that. So I mean, it's just a language. So I mean, it's the same. So faith or devotion. Number two, body composition. Give me a person who has 5 hands. Give me a person who has 10 fingers from one hand. Give me a person who has 2 noses, 3 eyes, or 1 eye. I mean, we have all the body components. Body composition, exactly the same. Number 3, dream and ambition. Your dream, my dream is the same. You want to become successful. You want to be praised of your achievement. Now, I want to be praised when you see this video and you benefit. You say, thank you, Faris. I feel, oh, yeah, good. But when you don't, you say, oh, what's this crap? What is this nonsense bias? I say, yeah, I understand. If I were in your place, maybe I'd say the same thing. I will not feel bad. Please feel free. Say whatever you want to say. Write whatever. I will not erase your message. Unless you put your promotion of your product there, then I will go to erase it. But put there, comment, say, whatever you say, this is a bias, this is nonsense, this is like that. This is just a scrap, or this is like that. It's just a layman. Say whatever you want to say. Let the public, YouTube is open to everybody. And I open that one, so put a channel, put your comment there. And at the same time, give us credit if you feel, give us anecdotal evidence if you believe that you've benefited or loved one. And then when you believe, share. Be, ka, do, the 6 principles of holistic, of hot water therapy. Believe, implement, continue, appreciate, discipline, understand. So please, if you believe, share to your loved one. Remember, somewhere, somehow, you may save life of somebody. I don't make a proclaim about the coronavirus, but I'm going to talk to you I will say quickly about this, some of the latest news we have received. And what already the world is talking about, heat, about steam, about the COVID, the new coronavirus, COVID-19, this virus cannot survive in a hot environment, only in a cold, they multiply, and all these things. Now, let me tell you another secret. Why they're not telling you to take your medication? Why the World Health Organization now is pronouncing about quarantine? Why they're not telling go to your doctor to write you prescription drugs? Why they say that the people with medical condition means under prescription drugs. Medical condition, somebody has a diabetes, has a cholesterol, has the bad cholesterol, has hypertension, has migraine, a chronic disease, or a kind of form of a sickness. Under medical condition means taking prescription drug. Why they don't say now continue taking your prescription drug? Why World Health Organization now becoming a query? Because what's happening, there is a compromisation. When you are taking drugs, this is a fact. I'm not attacking pharmaceutical industry. I'm going to give you you go to Google, you find prominent doctors and scientists who have been telling the truth. Look at Thomas Edison, what did he say about the doctor of the future? Look at Andrew Taylor Steele when he formed the first College of Osteopathic Medicine in the United States of America. What did he say? Look at the many thousand and 10,000 prominent physicians, doctors who are talking about the side effects of medication. So that is the time that we say, hey, pharmaceutical industry, we love you, we need your money, you have a lot of money. Come on, this is an evolution, there is a change. Bring your money, we can do different projects. We can do projects that's from small project to medium to large and large, but something related to the human, based on the evolution. The 21st healthcare century system. We call it again, the 21st century healthcare system. So what happened is that with the coronavirus, the 2019, COVID-19, one Dr. Furuyo, I cannot remember her full name, from the University of Massachusetts, something like that. You can Google, you'll find. She's been talking, that was before, she was talking about the first time they started to realize people who were injected, who were found with this virus, coronavirus. When they started to give them antibiotic, the lungs rupture. So United States, the World Health Organization come, stop giving any injection, any vaccine to a person. This is a new virus. Okay? They started to go further. They started to realize that, The people who have any medical condition, that means if you've been taking your drug and you are diagnosed with COVID-19, what happened? Means your immune system has been compromised. There is no more self-defense. You have a weak immune system. In another metaphor, your body has turned into like a robot, bracket, a robot. A robot means the immune system no longer can protect you. And that, since it's no longer, it get an opportunity to enter your body, you just start to feel some kind of sneezing. Hachin! Oh, it enter your nose. That's why they keep a distance, 3 feet in the United States already. Everywhere we go, keep a distance. Don't come closer to one person to person. You know why? Because human to human transmission. So you have to keep like, I think 3 to 6 feet, 6 feet, which is 1.8 meter. So you have to keep a distance. Why? Because the moment you sneeze, you may be carrier of this virus, and then you transmit to another person, and you know what they found? Healthy people, they carry, and after some time they recover. That's why in China, many have recovered. One of the things, and the reason is because they're healthy. Those healthy people, they've recovered quickly under quarantine. And other people who have less medical condition, means they not, immune system could be able to help. What they put them under quarantine. A lot of fluid, they said, a lot of fluid. So please, I even call World Health Organization. Please advise, drink hot water, not just a fluid. Fluid is just normal water. When you say water, it's just water from the tap. Please, it's a moment now to proclaim, give advice, any person, instead of saying drink plenty of fluid, drink plenty of hot water. Okay, plenty, they say plenty of fluid, so it means there's no limits. Plenty of fluid, okay, plenty of hot water. Please, I know this video many are watching. I know many have the influence to bring it somewhere somehow. You want to connect this to your World Health Organization, because when I approached the government in Oman, when I was promised that the clinical studies will be conducted, this is a factor. I'm not humiliating my country. My country has done a lot. I love my country. But sometimes, we go through challenge because you have to find another route. When I was told we will support your initiative, we have everything. We have laboratories, we have technicians, we have physicians, we have, everything we have. We're going to do this clinical study here. But then when I was transferred to another official, high-rank official, he said, go and bring approval from World Health Organization. Wow! Does World Health Organization deal with individual? No, you know that. It deals with the with government or with the big organization. I'm just an individual. Anyway, so I understood. I'm not trying to underestimate. Many have helped, many they supported our initiative. So we have to go with the positive. And if even me, maybe if I were in his position, I may act the same thing. So okay. So with the COVID, so when it attacks you, if you're a healthy person, what does it mean? If your immune system is strong, it has the power to eradicate the coronavirus. By means, when you're under quarantine, they put you under quarantine. So if you have some kind of medical condition, they intensify, they do not give you medication. They try to get you to recover. So what they use a lot of oxygen and so on. Of course, I'm not in detail into that, but we just follow quickly about the news and some scientific news and so on. So there's a lot of information. We're living in a world free flow of information. Prominent resources that provided information like Johns Hopkins Hospital, for example, like Harvard School of Medicine. Prominent, they provide a lot of information. And the good thing is that here in the United States of America, information is available very fast and very quickly. Free flow of information. That's what I like in the United States. There's something to hide, nothing to hide. So when we went through this information from the reputable resources, so it's been saying that, okay, they have to stop their medication. They have to go under quarantine. That's why in China many have recovered, because many of them, they have elite and mild medical condition. So with that, they stop the medication, or they reduce slowly, quickly, so that it doesn't compromise with the immune system, you see? And try to get the immune system. So they go to please, immune system, help this person to recover. So you see, doctors are working around the clock, nurses are working around the clock, United World Health Organization around the clock, 24 hours. Countries are working, you see everywhere in the world. You know, all these decision makers, they're doing to protect you because they want to find a solution. It cannot go longer like this. It's going to become a, what? Are we going to the dark era if it continues? If this goes like 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, if it goes 2 years, what will happen? What will happen? You know, you could, I mean, you know this. So they're doing the best. We should not underestimate. Human to human, never underestimate. We're trying not to attack. We're trying just to call everybody, let's work together as partners. Let's find, I have a little, you have a lot. Let's try to put together. But the little we came up can do a lot with the contribution. And also we have done tremendous scientific achievement, but do not underestimate an idea. So already news talking about taking hot liquid, take like that, do like that, stay in a hot environment because hot environment, you know, and so on. You could see even statistics in the Middle East, number of casualties, Middle East, because Middle East are not to be very hot always. Now already the temperature is already reaching like 40 degrees Celsius, Celsius. That's, you can, what, 85 degrees Fahrenheit. So the virus doesn't get chance to multiply quickly, though that there are casualties, but it's not that. Look at the worldometer. It will show you, worldometer.com. You can see that one. So worldometer, once you put in a Google worldometer, it will take you directly to the link to the site. That gives you update. It gives you update. So let me drink my hot water, thank you. You see, I gulp. I don't drink. I gulp because I told you already, drinking, gulp, and sipping. Before I sip, now I'm gulping, which is the right temperature. So my body already detects that this is the temperature of 50 degrees Celsius, 122 Fahrenheit. So I already detect, I know. And by detecting, it means I feel the mouth and then I swallow. So already what's happening here, let me talk as you can see the glass of hot water. I hope everybody catch up like this. Do it. Do not hesitate. Remember, that virus, when it goes here, that's what the news told us, what's a prominent site. And many of you know this. It stay here, the virus, for 4 days. It start to strengthen itself. So what happened is, the moment it get immune system compromised, is not strong enough. There is inflammation going on. Inflammation. But since the virus is stronger and the immune system is weaker, though it cannot stand more battalion. Battalion means stronger white blood cells, stronger soldiers, because the immune system has it goes by stage. When it fights a foreign body, then it sends another stronger cells that fight the next one, and next one we call the white blood cells, part of the immune system, That's another story. So what happened is that for 4 days, it starts from here, it goes quickly, here to your, it doesn't stay here quickly. So just somebody sneeze, you catch it, whoop, it goes here, straight, it stay here. Well, the moment it stay here to your throat, for 4 days, it multiply. It starts to strengthen itself. It makes itself stronger. So you're talking about you're fighting an enemy. So that's why I say, human is not an enemy of human. I never have an enemy. If somebody oppose me or confront me, I need to call me and say, hey, brother or sister, let's find our differences. We're going to work together. That's why I say even pharmaceutical industry, they're not our enemy. They work hard. They spend billions for you. They want to rescue life, but it's an evolution. Change. Everything is going through evolution. You could see that. I don't have to go through details. Everything is changing. So, and we have to accept, we have to adopt the change. That's why I said, whether change in your personal life, or change in a career, or change in a business, or change in a technology, you have to develop your technology in such an advanced way to cope. Otherwise, you're going to collapse. You're going to close your industry. You're going to close your business. Who want to close his business? Who want to collapse? You want to do better. You want to improve. So even pharmaceutical industry, I know you want to do better. You try your best. You have done a lot. You have scientists who are working harder round the clock to come with the new drugs. But remember, when we come with a new drug, This is the fourth coronavirus. And this is how many number of multiple of series of virus that started from 19th century. And this virus have been multiply and multiply and multiply. So when it came, it gets stronger. When it started with the MERS and then it followed with the SARS, which one started first? So since 2003, coronavirus started. So we talk about SARS, MERS, and then you have this coronavirus. And the coronavirus came in before in South Korea and in the Middle East. And then now it comes COVID-19 because it is the same virus, but come with a new shape, completely, much stronger. It strikes directly. So when you stay here for 4 days, your immune system cannot protect you. It goes to your lungs. It multiplies, it generates, multiply. I can say exponential growth. And since the immune system keep on fighting and fighting and fighting, it causes inflammation. So there's a war going on. So what happens is that with the air lungs, get filled with water. That's where it finish. Your lungs rupture. And that's where the time the person died. So we hope that we don't see no more death. Because yesterday when I was watching, and even today, wow, like Germany, 400 deaths, United States, 100 deaths. Every day, 100, 200, 25. What's going on? A number of new cases. So we are at war with the number one enemy, who is the virus that we don't see. But we are the strongest. We are the human being, the most powerful creature on earth. So, you know what happened? I want you to study immune system. What has made the immune system to be strong? Just go back in time. What has made you when you were in the womb of your child, as a child in the womb of your mother, you were encountered with amniotic fluid, hot water. That's exclusive way to transfer water, oxygen, hydrogen, and energy. So the baby is fed with water, oxygen, hydrogen, energy. That energy keep it to become, it provide that strength, power to multiply, because it starts with one cell. The hydrogen, please go back about Albert Szent-Györgyi, who got a Nobel Prize, and please go Google and see his Nobel Prize speech. What did he say about hydrogen? And that the entire cellular fabric will collapse if there's no energy. There's only one energy, the hydrogen. So that's why I said so here, hot water therapy or Aqua Vitalized therapy is a combination of water therapy, oxygen therapy, hydrogen therapy, and energy therapy. So the moment you combine all this together, that's all. There's no other way. We cannot make it different. Like you say, the entire body made up of what? Different interdependent parts, according to American Holistic Health Association, which I'm a member since for many years. Google that, American Holistic Health Association. What the principle? They say your body is made up of interdependent parts. These parts are physical, please look carefully. Physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. So I coin it PEMS. If one part collapses, the entire system may collapse. That's why World Health Organization proclaim being healthy is not just absence of disease. Being healthy is merely the physical health, emotional health, the mental health, and spiritual health. So if your absence of disease, you cannot say you're just healthy. You still need to have that's only one part. Obesity is falling under physical health. Any disease, you name it, any disease fall under the physical health. Then you have the emotional health. Emotional health is how you cope with incidents, how you deal with people, how you look at the incidents, how you become so smart that you deal in a peaceful way. Do not confront. That's why I say, I don't believe human is enemy of human. Please, who is watching this video, I love you. The platonic love. You know why? Please go Google and find what is platonic love. Because I don't do sex with you. I say I love you because the platonic love Because you remember, I said the three factors that united us. So I love you, my brother. I love you, my sister. The source of creation, the source of the first. What I say about faith is actually the first creation. And if I ask you, who is the first family in this world? I don't know. You call them, okay. I grown up to learn that the name is Adam and Eve. Others, I don't know. You have changed the name, it's up to you. But that's what I know. So, I mean, we'll go to science. They say it started in one family. Female and male. That's life on earth. Then after that, what? They got children. And children got grandchildren. I mean, they got children got children. So grandchildren. So that's what I say. You are my blood. Who is your first grandparents ever in the history of humankind? He's mine. They're mine. And they're yours. So you are not my enemy, whoever is watching this. I love you. I'm doing my best to contribute. I learn because energy, when you release energy, you get more energy. So I'm giving information to learn, not to teach. I'm not teaching. I'm a student of life. Because as a writer, I said, life is a school that has an endless process of learning. Every day, we learn and learn and learn. I never say I know everything. I don't know anything. Whatever I know is still a droplet in the ocean. I'm learning from you. I'm an extrovert. I want to talk with everybody. I want to meet everybody. Whoever is, whatever the religion, creed, sex, whoever. First of all, I want to incline unto you to pay the highest tribute because I'm inclining into the soul. That soul never die. That's what you call the subconscious. Like Tony Robbins, or Anthony Robbins, they call him. Tony Robbins, he said, awaken the giant within. You can buy that book. Huh? You can see, amazing. Awaken the giant means your soul is the giant within yourself. He's sleeping. Like the old Arabs, they say, Aladdin lamp. Aladdin lamp because they feel, that time they could not understand about soul. There was not enough science, but they believe there's a power within you. So you take that Aladdin lamp and say, yeah, okay, let me rub that lamp. Whoo-hoo. Aladdin comes say, yeah, you wish is my command. What do you want? That's a metaphor. But it's coming on the same meaning. Is your power within you. Like Tony Robbins say, awaken the giant. That giant is within you. Your soul. Everywhere these days, whenever I start to, you want to do something? Please follow this. Curiosity and how things work. Every day of your life, do this. And then take a deep breath. Please follow with me. Let me take my hot water and continue this session. It's already 92 minutes. Don't feel boring, eh? I know. You're going to grab something and you're going to share with me something and you're going to help me to be where I'm going. We can be partner in doing whatever we're doing. We are trying to do the best. We try to create what we call the 21st healthcare system that everybody has the right to live healthy. Rich or poor, white or black, brown or yellow, whoever is, whatever the religion, whatever the creed, whatever the race, whatever the gender, whatever the sex, whatever, is a human being and not a robot. Let me grab my hot water and I tell you about the secret of a body and soul. Excuse me. Right. Right. So take a deep breath, please. Follow this. I'm not teaching you, I'm sharing. You can realize when I'm taking a gulp of hot water, it changes the voice here and give me connection to the soul that within me. I'm trying to talk from my soul. You see my body. It's not a magic. I'm raising the soul, my soul, and say, my soul, please do this. Do this, please, with me. Follow this. Grab again a gulp your hot water if you want to achieve, eh? Yeah. Take a deep breath, please. One time. From the nose and release from the mouth. Third one is deeper. start to feel noise. You can do even much deeper. Put this finger here. You start to feel the same sound. The planets evolving around the solar system, around the sun. You'll hear is the circulatory system, the sound. So awaken your soul. Now let's follow this. Let me go up on the third one. Thank you. Do it with me. Yeah, thank you. So you already taken deep breath, you did it, okay? So, okay. I am created. I am a creator. I am created. So you, whatever you believe. Others say God, others say Allah, others say Mwenyezi Mungu, whatever you call. Or atheists, they say infinite intelligence. I belong to that infinite intelligence. So please look at the book, The Secret. Look at the book, The Secret. You'll see. They talk about an infinite intelligence. So go deep and connect to your soul and feel that one. Feel you connect to your soul. I cannot close my eyes because I need to watch my phone because of the battery looks like it's slow and I need to try to, okay, go quickly. I cannot cover everything all the same time. So you connect to your soul. Say, I'm the servant of God. God, you are my creator, or you whatever, who you want to say. The infinite intelligence. It's up to you. I don't underestimate the power of every human. You are unique. Stay who you are. And I support you. I'm here to devote to understand you and to feel to be the bridge. So you connect to your soul and say, okay, I'm the creator. I am the created. I am you. You called by your name. Me, I say, I first. You who? What's your name? Peter, John, whatever. Ahmed, Mohammed, or Peter, or who? That's you. Okay, call. Okay, I, me, the human being, my name. I am the creator, the most powerful creator, the most genius, the most of myself. I'm now. I believe I am one part the body and the other part the soul. I believe nobody can not believe this. One is a inhabitant of heavens, I mean from whatever comes, and one inhabitant on earth. So I am the master. My name. I am the master of my body and soul. From now, I command you. I am the master. I command you. My soul, wake up. Get up. Be in the forefront. My body, be behind. Because it's the body to body that do all these things. That's why you come to understand, no human being is an enemy of human being. I don't believe on enemy. Who hate who? Who fight who? Who kill who detest who? And for what? For what reason? So come up and understand that we cannot, enough is enough. Now we understand the value of social, value of being together, collaboration. We missed that one. Maybe many have been stuck to lockdown, and when they are locked, they feel they lose the connection with the neighbors, with loved one, with the society to see the outside world. So people start to become fed up and say, I can't wait long. I'm getting crazy. But no, take a deep breath. Cooperate with the government, cooperate because they want for your safety. So anyway, from there, awaken your soul, keep your soul to be. So I'm awakening my soul. Be the master of the body. And when you go there, you meet another ex-person, whatever his name or her name. And that ex, I'm awakening the soul of that person. So it's a soul to soul. I don't want to connect body to body. So you just see it's a body to body, but you can let the connection to be soul to soul. Believe me, you will be whoever you want to be. You are unique. You are meant to be what? Best scientist, or best businessman, or businesswoman, or best politician, or best. You are unique. You are unique, and you will be contributing to the greatest civilization taking place. And after this incident of Corona, the world is going to take a new shape, and they will see a huge growth. Don't worry about the economy. Everything will become much better. People will collaborate more. We are in a globalization. Coal companies will get back and get stronger. Even aviation system, all these aviation airlines, all will get stronger. People will want to travel and get to understand one another. Believe me, there will be huge exponential change of the economy, growth, and everything. But it's the beginning of the end of pharmaceuticals. So please, those who own pharmaceutical companies, start to think. It's not, nobody's challenging you. It is an evolution, a storm that's making people to change. They will start to understand, because people now start to understand. Why I can take my medication now? So what's going on? Why those people who are dying, all the statistics, all the media talk, all the information, scientists and also. So what's going on? So that means my immune system has been compromised. That means I became a robot. That's just only, I'm just living like that, and yeah. But my immune system is being compromised and relying on the chemicals. So when it's a chemical, like my wife, she's been telling, she's found from information, she say it's a host. It's a coronavirus. And when a host goes with the same host, then it causes conflict. So it's a chemical in your body, it's a host. And that is a chemical, it's a virus, of course, biologic virus. So so when it goes body to body, I mean, host to host, so that's, I don't know, but I mean, your immune system. Okay, let's go to the founder of osteopathic medicine. Andrew Taylor Still, in 1870, I can say quickly. Okay, before I go to Andrew Taylor Still, let me give you some. So the information is that we have a great news. We have 3 clinical studies that have been already, they have sent to us. One was done in November 2017. Another, it's been done in 2018 and recently 2019. These 3 theses have been done by a prominent university in an Arab country, abroad, and now we are also working hard to have the clinical study on human subject, and they made the promise, we made the promise, we're going to have it. We're going to have it to be done. So, but they've done a great job, and there's a long story. So I'll try to put it in the YouTube information more. But I mean, this is what happened. They've done in rats, and all about cholesterol, bad cholesterol. Bad cholesterol has reduced. The HDL, good cholesterol, has increased, and the inflammation, coronavirus, inflammation has completely improved dramatically, and also the immune system. Remember coronavirus. There's a huge change, improvement in the immune system in rats, because most of experiments are done in rats. But so there's a common approach between rats and human. So this we have this H research, 84 pages. I give credit to this professor of a university who is teaching PhD students and master's degree students, and we need to give her credit. I'm trying to get the book, which we talk about it, to be issued. So we have some challenge, but this book will be issued very soon. We'll do all the possible. The book will be released. So we're trying to release more information about from the book, a little by little. So these 3 theses, I mean, the clinical study done on rats, they divided into different groups from warm water and hot water with the trans fat, and it's more detailed here. What did they found? That the difference between the warm water means room temperature, and the hot water, the difference, they found a tremendous result with clinical study, detailed 84 pages. We have them all. The 2 are in French, and because we are good in French, we were able to understand every word. And the first one was translated, the one in 2017 in English, and there are some few mistakes, but the original was come from French. So there are a lot of information, prominent information. She is a martyr. She is a heroine. She took the first step to believe what we did, because she had there is a story behind that one, until she improved her vitamin D, and then she believed. So a scientist, a director of research, a very prominent figure who is in a clinical study, has done this one, and we believe more clinical studies are coming. And if any one of you knows some connections, we are ready, because we have a lot of clinical studies need to be conducted. Every one sector, many, in the nervous system, there are a lot of bunch of that. So what happened is that these three clinical studies coming into the various health issues. HDL, improve. The LDL, low cholesterol, reduce. The immune system have dramatically improve. And plus, like, like other benefits, like the CVD, the cardiovascular disease, and the other. But here, when we focus about the coronavirus, which is part of these three theses when we took up, we took the more essential part related to this coronavirus: immune system, inflammation, and the third one is so immune system. We need to look at it. Okay, immune system, the immune system, and also inflammation. These are and also they're done with the vitamin C, yes, because vitamin C has correlation with the immune system. So anyway, so the results are amazing. The results, so these are done in rats, can be done in human. So if anybody want to connect us to do clinical studies for coronavirus, if you want to save humanity, this is not time of thinking money, who is racing, who want to gain money, because what? How water cannot be sold? Come on. When I was faced with challenge, they say, we cannot accept your clinical studies requests. We cannot support you because it's not going to enhance the economy. Wow. Why we have to think like that? It's not about economy, it's not about money. It's about you're going to save lives. That means indirectly how much economy impacts. It will come in a different form. Productivity will increase, people are more healthier, more better social life. We're talking about the 4 aspects of health. PEMS, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. Can you see how much the world is going to change? So this is the fact. So this is a fact. And going to the story of Andrew Taylor Steele, who founded the first college of osteopathic medicine, he says, believe me, and remember that, Google that. Osteopathic doctor in the United States of America is fully licensed in the same level of medical doctor. And medical doctors, they're amazing. They're good in diagnosing, to find the problem, to find what is your problem. So we need them. We need you, nurses, medical doctors. We need physicians. We need all together, come together. We need pharmaceutical industry. Come with us. Let's work together. Let's go with what's evolution, with what's happening with the world to create what we came up with, the 21st century system, healthcare system, that here in the United States of America for the 5 years, we're building up this, the best strategic plan to have this project, not for United States of America only, for US, in different states in the US, for Oman, where we come from, because I want to be 2 places, to be here and to be in my country. I have a lot of legacy, a lot of memories. I have a lot of brothers and sisters, I have a lot of connections, the attachment. I don't want to be here forever. I don't want to be an immigrant. I want to be in 2 places. Plus, we can do something, do for the Gulf region, all this Arabian Gulf, do for the Middle East, North Africa, Australia, Europe, Canada, all over, South America, every way. They need this. Because we need to understand that environment and health, they go side by side. You cannot be in a good, healthy living without proper environment, and vice versa. You cannot have a good environment or understanding or respect environment unless you're in a good health. And when we talk about health, remember what WHO proclaimed. So we talk about PEMS health or holistic health as proclaimed by American Holistic Health Association or the American Holistic Association. So, yeah. So, take into this consideration about Andrew Taylor Steele, after 3 of his children died of meningitis, 2 were his children, and the 3rd one was adopted. So he revolted, said, no, something is wrong. Why the medication could not save the life of my children? Please Google that, about the story of Andrew Taylor Steele, who founded the first college of osteopathic medicine and is now growing very fast. Very fast. So I believe that they will collaborate with the medical industry, so to work side by side to accept this evolution that's taking place. But we talk about Andrew Taylor Steele, he started to use hydropathy, which is a water therapy. He started to believe that there's a creator called God, and God is in control of everything. Even he started to use hand manipulation. So it's a kind of energy. which my father was trying to use, and also alternative medicine, which is herbal medicine, naturopathic medicine. So may his soul rest in peace. He did an amazing job also. I didn't tell too much secret of my father and where he's been and where, he's been serving a lot and okay. So putting together, we came to understand that, okay, the body as a system, it may collapse when it lacks the fuel. We coined them the fields, as I said before. The fields, you remember them? Wahi, water, oxygen, hydrogen, energy. So putting together, so that system, it needs a fuel, it fuels. Those are the fuels of the body. You know why? Remember about amniotic fluid, about the source of creation of human being and the source of every living organism, two together. Boop. So environment, human being, together. Our entire, solar system, everything. So there is a connection. So we believe that even this is something to do with the natural calamities, with what's going on with what's happening with the gas emissions and so on. So this can be, we can protect our earth. We have the power, we human beings. You have scientists are working around the clock. Something's been, even president and leaders around the world, they're trying hard because they don't want to see their children and ancestors suffering. They're here to protect us. They're here to do amazing, including you. Every one of you is doing something to make a better living. Okay, so we say osteopathic medicine with aquapathic medicine. You will not find that in the dictionary. This is something we coined the first time. Aquapathy comes from aqua. Aqua, not aqua. Aqua. Aqua is different to aqua. Aqua denotes to hot aqua. So hot aqua is hot water. Or I call it hydrothermal therapy, Majimoto therapy, Meisachen therapy, aquacalidum therapy. All this I call them and send them with USPTO registration. We already got this copyright, so we already come into that conclusion. So into the aqua revitalize, so it means revitalize. You don't treat people. You cannot treat a person. You just reinstate into the state of perfectionism or the physical, emotional state of physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. So once you reinstate the person back to a state of where he was born, means he was born in a perfect physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. Through the amniotic fluid, which is the hot water, the main. So once you start to reinstate by following the modalities, following the therapeutic modalities of aqua revitalized therapy, which is hot water, so there are other modalities, the steam method, the gargling method, different for different therapeutic methods. But the essential is the drinking method. So gulping, following the methodology. How much is needed for adults? How much is needed for children? How much is the temperature for adults, which you mentioned the 50 degrees Celsius? For children below 18, from below, including babies, it should be 40 degrees Celsius or 99.7, something like that, Fahrenheit. And for pregnant mothers, please remember this. Your children, your babies in the womb of the mother, they are in the amniotic fluid. And that amniotic fluid is hot water. So make sure you drink hot water. So you support to maintain that amniotic fluid, to maintain the temperature. Already universe has done for you. You can say God has done it for you. A gift. You are an amazing creature. Look at your finger. You are an amazing. Look. In the book, in The Secret, they say, look at your fingers. Is an infinite energy that flows. We do like this. We receive some training about energy. When you do like that, you start to feel that the explosion and attraction. When you start to do many times, you take a deep breath, you start to feel it. Even as I'm talking, do it. You start to feel, then you feel like a magnet. When you come closer, it attracts. When you go far, it expels. It's energy. Oh, the world, beautiful world. I love you. We cannot go too much beyond into what you're talking. We have to, we try to go back to the topic. So, Andrew Albert Szent-Györgyi, you can Google that. You can find in his Nobel Prize speech what he said. A living soul requires energy not only for all its functions, but also for the maintenance of its structure. Bring out the fact that our body really only knows one fuel, the hydrogen fuel. Without energy, life will be extinguished instantaneously, and the cellular fabric will completely collapse. So again, we talk about the American Holistic Association. We talk about Dr. Andrew Taylor Steele. Okay, Thomas Edison. What did he say about the doctor of the future? Google that. That the doctor of the future will give no medicine. Remember, will give no medicine. So means drug. Get away from drug. You know, keep it that for really accident emergency. Accident emergency. But you just a sickness or I don't know. Let your body do the job. 13 years. Me and my family and followers, many beneficiaries, more than 500 anecdotal evidence. By themselves, voluntarily, they say, yes, we feel that this time I'm being reborn. So the doctor of the future will give no medicine, but will interest his patients in the care of the human frame. In diet, so hot water is part of the diet. In the cause and prevention of disease, Thomas Edison. So Dr. Batmanglij, by origin is Iranian, but he's an American. He passed away, but he's been here he's been trained by Alexander Fleming. Dr. F. Batmanglij, Feridun, something like that. You can Google that. F. Batmanglij or Feridun Batmanglij. He said, he was a medical doctor. He revolted from the medical industry. He said, you are not sick, you are thirsty. Do not treat thirst with medication. Wow. So come on, guys. Come on, everybody. Come on, buddies. Please, please. It's a time to take a deep breath. Understand your body. Understand the power of you. Understand you address the soul. Awaken the soul. Tony Robbins. Awaken that giant. Awaken and listen to your soul. Awaken. You got to do it great. And listen to your body cry. So that's very important. So that's why we came to coin, we say, depletion of the 4 essential elements of life. Remember the fields, so I don't need to repeat. Okay? Is responsible for all abnormal functions in the human body. So the entire system can collapse, your immune system can be compromised, your liver can be compromised, everything in your body start to be compromised, start to become dependent. For example, give a quick example. Take an example. When a person is diabetes, he has to take what? Insulin. So he's becoming insulin dependent, which is a foreign body, it's a chemical. Remember your immune system. So immune system has been compromised to accept that foreign body, so it's compromising, it doesn't function. The pancreas no longer release insulin. So it's becoming insulin independent. What's happening after that? Chronic disease throughout your life. I've seen loved ones who are dying. I've seen loved ones who are suffering. I lost many of loved ones, even recently, with diabetes that's just like eating them like a flesh. They die slowly and they suffer. And I'm crying, I say, please, please take hot water therapy. Use the hot water revitalize therapy. Do not underestimate. Please do the bigger do. If it doesn't do good, it doesn't do harm. But remember, once the moment you believe, you implement it, you do all this, you're not gonna lose. There's no any chemical involved. That's why on the mysteries of water. Water, if you add anything, is no longer H2O. If you change the temperature, it's no longer water. I mean, it's no longer, when you change the temperature, it could be harmful. It could be, very harmful it could be. Boiled water is harmful. I mean, no, if somebody forces you, open your mouth by force and put hot water, he will die. Same thing with cold water, ice water is a poison. Because it slows down your digestive system. It slows down your circulatory system. Your blood is completely, your blood is what? Your blood plasma is 92% water. It transports water, transports proteins, and the blood itself is hot, it's not cold, it's not warm. So why are you going against the nature of you who have been created? Why? For what is called? From today say, enough is enough. I make this decision. From today, I want to throw the ice. I don't want to take water, cold water in my, because I'm killing myself. Now already they're talking about this. If you are diagnosed with coronavirus, they advise, stay away from cold drinks. Stay away from whatever, all this. Even people who drink alcohol, they say, stay away, because when you take alcohol and you get diagnosed with this, you get attacked with the coronavirus, you're going to die. Because why? You compromise your immune system. It's up to you. You take your alcohol. I don't say stop completely. Enjoy it for just what? Fine. What is up to you. For those who want to enjoy it just for fun, but don't get too much to compromise your liver, to destroy your liver. Smoke is something. smoke cigarette, you're going to compromise. But remember one thing. If you take hot water therapy, aqua revitalize, write this please, you can never go together. You cannot be drunk and take hot water. No way. You cannot continue smoking extensive smoke and take hot water. Because again, you are erasing the giant within you, your immune system, the power within you, that the soul become the controller, become the master. So he doesn't allow the body. Anything that will enter the body, that's what you call the immune system. So immune system becoming, the self-defense becomes so strong, anything enter the body. If it's the first time, it consider it a foreign body. Please Google that and study about immune system. The moment it enter, so that's why when you take a food you're not used, you have to be careful. Because it's a food, it's good for one. That's why when I study my IIN from, health coach training, integrative health coach training with the Institute of Integrative Nutrition in New York, the largest nutrition school in the world. I learned a lot. I learned from these prominent figures, Dr. Deepak Chopra, or Dr. Ozzy, Dr. Andrew Weil, there are so many. We learned a lot through our training before I received my training certificate as certified integrative nutrition health coach. We have Michael Akkad. Michael Akkad is not. So we have a lot of tremendous personalities who has been, we have learned from them. Whom I mentioned, you have Mark Hyman. Everybody knows Mark Hyman. Many of you can Google that. He's a very famous physician. All those, they were medical doctors. They shifted to support integrative nutrition, to support nutrition, to support holistic health, to support naturopathic, which is all our path. Holistic health. Dr. Andrew Weil, Dr. Frank Liebman, he was also our teacher. Dr. David Katz, Daniel Amen, Dr. Daniel Amen, Dr. Bernie Siegel, Dr. Neil Berner. You can Google that, the Institute of Integrative Nutrition. Who are the teachers? You can see that. That is 2019, they were our teachers. Dr. Barry Sears, and also Ariana Huffington, who is very known to be the founder of Huffington Post. She was my teacher as well. I learned a lot from her about the business, because she's one of the strong influential women in the world, a very strong personality. I salute her because we keep on corresponding, and she's so kind, she's so humble, and very unique personality. And she moved, she get out of the Washington Post. What's that? Before she was the founder of. I can Google that, the Washington Post or something like that. Okay. I can't, because I'm speaking faster. So she's a very famous woman, a very strong woman. She completely shifted into supporting holistic health. So she opened what they call Thrive Global. You can Google that. Thrive Global. She supports holistic health. She supports health. So in all natural, because there's a reason. You can see her story, what happened to her, why she revolted. She revolted and she went into that. She changed her business nature structure. So we've been covering about this. So we believe this evolution that started keep on changing from the Stone Age and moving until the discovery of herbal, and from herbal, because human is looking for curing, and after herbal, then the new medicine came up, which they started to call the penicillin, the miracle drug, and from that one, so they started to do deep scientific research because it saved life of millions of hundred thousands or millions of soldiers. So penicillin at that time was good, but as a drug, again, it compromised within time. It started to compromise the immune system. So now we enter the new modern world. So we started to understand that our body is trying to go back to its nature to maintain the immune system. So that could be the message from the universal intelligence. Some they say message from God. Muslims say message from Allah. And so on. So it's the same universal intelligence, that this virus comes every time it's multiplied, every time it comes with a new ship. Should we wait another time? Now, how many people die? How many people suffering? How the elder people are the prime target, because the immune system have been compromised. So this is the time. Please take hot water with not less than 3 liters every single day, and this is a half a liter. So you can change that to how much ounce. So this 500 milliliters or half a liter is a 17 ounce. For an adult, you need to have not less than 6 of these, or we can say 3 liters. So you